as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Eli Harold in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Gotta go. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, go here!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now it's Trubisky. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You see it? Gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go. Gotta go. 18.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 15.
32. Ready.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Set. 180.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Stafford on 1st down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. The first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. Omaha, ready to move.
Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jumbo! Go here! Omaha, ready to move!
again. Stafford, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Red, up. Lock in, lock in. Red, up. Red, up. 18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18. Red, up.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second down, here's an option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hurry, hurry. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
18.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Trubisky now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, it's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Hey, go here! Double!
Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Stafford, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Again, it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double, set. 21. Go here.
Stafford now to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On third down, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
He's got room to run past the 20. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want to go left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
36, 36. Hey, gotta go, gotta go. 18, 18.
Trubisky will throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Trubisky now 9 of 17 through the air. Play action. It's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They'll go option to the short side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 40 got. 40 got. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They go to Johnson again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st, they go right back to Howard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Gotta go, gotta go. Shut down, motion, check. Shift. Hey, 18. Red, up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Gotta go.
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Come on. Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Here's a toss coming right. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. Now he's flushed out left. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Real right. Hey, tag 50 left. Ready.
Stafford looks to throw again. He finds Roberts, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To the air again, Stafford. And incomplete here on 3rd down. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, here. Zebra. 22.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Move, move, move.
Let's go, Pete. Big series right here. You gotta step it up.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nice little juke. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
18, 18. Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. On first down, Stafford here. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Hey, 22.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Stafford. Complete. That's Wilson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB. and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Lock in, lock in. Hands up. Gotta go. Hey, hide.
On third down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at.